And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. A handoff, Fournette running left. There's the stiff arm. Now they can't bring him down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Fournette running right. Fournette fighting through. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Henry runs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From way up at the 23. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette, shedding the tackle. Fournette, a first down, still going.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Able to push his way through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 123 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as the 3rd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Watson. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Watson on first down. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, but bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Broken tackle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Or 214 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Fournette. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up. This is Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From his goal line here, Watson to Barkley on the check down. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face a third down. To throw, Watson. He dumps it off to Barkley. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Watson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, my goodness. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating the win.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Man open is board. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and 5. Now Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Jones. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,